Hey guys, Clarksville diggers. We're fixing to head back out today. Going to be working that camp one more time. What I'm doing now is the process elimination. I'm starting to eliminate certain areas, and I know that I've hit them pretty hard. And if I don't really find anything in some spots, ain't no sense going back to. But we're fixing to head out, and I just want to throw a little wave at you. So when we get out and we start getting everything together, and hopefully if we start finding stuff, I'll come back to you. So y'all hang on. Go get some popcorn. See you in a few. Okay, pretty shallow. Had a good strong 11 and 12. I thought, oh, it's gonna be the edge. Might not be a bullet. Using my bullets are a little bit higher up, but it's pretty shallow, about 3 inches down. Got this little grommet. Been there for a while. Where we're at, over on that side, is where the camp was. We're actually, right over there's the spring coming right out of that hill. We're working on this backside. Been finding a lot of nails, a lot of junk. Nothing really worth videoing until I thought I had something here, which is still, it's a find. It's old, but I've been working on this whole backside a little bit closer to the creek. If there was any kind of activity and any kind of shooting, hopefully I'd run across some bullets. But we're gonna keep on going. I got a little bit of this here to work. There's a little creek that goes right down through here, little break. That's someone else's property. I can't go there. Well, like I always used to say, always check your hose. That's where we found that little grommet looking thing. And I swung my coil over, and I was still hitting a strong 12, just on the edge of it. Started digging, and we found some more of them. Found one. Two. That's 3 more. That's a 4. That's a total of 4. These almost look like boot rivets. Boot string rivets. That'd be something. I'm gonna put them right over here. Y'all make sure I don't forget them. Matter of fact, I'll stick this stick right there. Okay. I got a stick right there so I don't forget. But I've got still got something down in that hole. We're going to make that a little bigger. And if there's anything else, we're going to come back to you. Okay, in that hole we dug about 6 to 7 inches. And the Knox kept saying there was something else in there. So overall, we got a total of 6 of those little eyelets. That could have been an old boot. I have to check on the Civil War boots back then, how many eyelets. I don't think they had that many. I have to check. I went and checked in the hole. I'll give it one last final check. Basically, I've got everything. My other TDX, there could be something else in there. If anything, it could be some more of those. But I did get something very unusual too. Little small mini ball. But that's like squared on both ends. That could have been a carved. It looks like it's got faces on the side, you know, like flat, where someone probably went at it with a knife. Could have been a little game piece or something. Looks like someone probably took a little 36 caliber round ball and carved on it. It's cool. Alright, we're going to check one more time in that hole. And if there's just another couple of these, I'm not going to show it. I'll show it in the final. Something different, I'll come back to you. Okay, here's the update on that hole. That was the original dig. Now I started moving out. There's still a few more signals, a few more of these shoe rivets, string rivet, boot rivets that's in there. This is enough for me. I don't want to get no more. I'm starting to have an idea of what this is. I know a lot of times when they would they'd be rounding up the dead, and it was always traditional to take the boots off. Could this very possibly been a spot where they piled a few boots, a couple pairs, and maybe forgot them or left them? The leather and everything just rotted off. I researched, and on Civil War, the shoes that they wore, the shoe boots, they had 4 rivets. They had 3 for the crossover, and they had 1 up at the top to where you do your tie. This could have been 1 pair for 1 shoe, and another one boot, 4 on each side. So there's 1 pair right there. I had some others, 3 others. Like I said, there's some more targets in there. This is enough for me. And here's that little mini round ball that I think somebody got carving. If you look at it from down on the sides, it looks a little smooth in places. Could have been just a little game piece or something someone probably did. But to me, that's carved. That's a carved little mini 36 caliber. Sweet. All right. I had my my worries, but bam! Mr. Knox came up on this. I have went over this area. I'm not saying the AT Max wouldn't have found it, but I just don't think it would have discriminated it as good as the Equinox, especially with the settings and everything, how you can adjust the iron bias. I don't know. Not saying really one is better than the other, but right now, look at which one I'm using today. And that speaks for itself. I will one day get the Max out, but we're going to keep on going. I hope I can get out of here before I hit another spot. Let's roll. I figure we'll review this one. Got a good solid 15-16, a little bit on the 17 edge. I could just about be anything in here, but usually my Civil War bullets run up on that. That could be a lead bullet. Could very possibly be modern. But we're going to dig it up. Getting a little bit of iron on it. We'll see. Okay, that was in the lead range. Put this over here for a minute just to make sure. Let's see if we can, let's clean this up. Don't know what it is. Feels heavy, like a little bit of lead. Could be just about anything. Let's clean it up, folks. Well, this particular piece, this is lead. Almost looks like somebody had melted that. Got a flat edge and a round. It's interesting. About the size, about enough lead. Probably make a good 44 caliber. Just wonder if that was something somebody carried. There's no burn hole here. Nobody was burning anything in the mountain. Somebody was carrying that. It's not no product. Produce like bell, the little lead cell identification doohickeys sometimes are attached to farm products. I think you know what I'm trying to say. It's not that. Huh. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, the dog that was barking me earlier, I see he came down here and he greeted my tire. A moron. Okay, we're going to do the wrap up. This was intended to be a short hunt, but it's drug on. But the reason why, because it took me a while before I started hitting a few sweet spots. First off, got a little bit of trash. Got this piece of copper. A piece of copper pipe. Little section. Pretty heavy. I like these little, I call these Indian rocks. When you're a kid, it's a petrified tree limb and stuff. I used to pop holes in those and put them together and make a necklace. It's kind of cool. Thought I had me a Civil War bullet, man. That one snuck in on me. Some kind of brass. Came up high tones. And real shiny in the ground. I found a few pieces like that off and on. I figured probably something that broke off of a machinery or what. Modern bullet. Here's that piece of lead. It's like a little lead inglet, so to speak. Maybe where somebody melted and kept on them in case they need to make some more. I don't know. It's just weird. And I found them where I found all these boot rivets. I looked on, researched in Civil War boots, the shoe boots. They had 4 eyelets. Be 8 total for one shoe. There's started finding a couple of more. There was more in there if I really searched, and this was enough for me. But there's no trash area back there. It's nowhere near the house. The houses are located far away. It's just really weird. That finding all these boot eyelets. And that was on the back side of that Civil War camp. So, I don't know. Might be somebody buried back there. Or 2. Or 3. And usually they take the boots off, and I guess if they didn't like the boots and decide they didn't want them, they just threw them off on the side, and that's where I picked them up. This, I do believe it was a 36 caliber round ball, and I think somebody carved it up a little bit to make a little, you see those faces on the sides? They were shaved flat for a reason. If you look real good, you can see it. almost like a dice kind of thing. But I think this was a game piece, honestly. And this is my first one finding such, because they're flat on both ends, and the sides have got a flat facing shaved in on them. So somebody used that to do something with. Well, that's about it, folks. Well, that was pretty adventurous, wasn't it? We found a few pieces. It was pretty cool. That little, that little 36 caliber ball that was shaped and carved. That's my first carved piece I got. And somebody used that for something, some kind of game piece. Y'all have a blessed day. Joanne, I says bye. It's time to go get something to eat. See you next time.